Well, in other news, the Queensland Government is set to announce several surprises tomorrow when it reveals its plan for the 2032 Brisbane Olympic Games, but backlash has already begun.
Despite promising no new stadiums, Premier David Crisafulli is expected to recommend one to be built in Victoria Park, just north of the CBD, leaving the local community outraged and threatening legal action. Leading the charge is Sue Bremmer from Save Victoria Park Advocacy Group, and she joins us now live in Brisbane. Great to have you with us. So tell us why the community doesn't want to see this Olympic stadium at Victoria Park.
Well, morning Nat, morning Shervo. Welcome to Not So Sunny Brisbane today. Look, this park actually has a birthday this year. It's 150 years old. So in 1875 it was gifted to the people of Brisbane as the lungs of the city. And we have in Brisbane the least amount of green space in a city than any other capital city in Australia. It's a very significant area for First Nations people. They were here for thousands of years before the white settlers arrived. And every single inch of this park is heritage listed. So I hope we're not going to be going back to the Bjelke-Petersen days where the White Shoe Brigade, as they call the developers back then, ran Brisbane, and they pretty much destroyed a lot of heritage buildings and spaces that we have here. So if that happens, that is what we'll be going back to.
Sue,
we
know the Premier promised that. He did pledge no new stadiums, but we've heard even Steve Titmus say this morning, things change. They get in, they hear a lot of different arguments, and this might be a great idea. It might be the best idea. What do you say to that?
Well, I can't see how it can be the best idea, Nat, when there are other brownfield sites. You don't destroy a park and concrete it over in the name of the Olympic Games when there are other alternatives. And there are a number in Brisbane. North Shore Hamilton is one. The Gabba, in fact, is one. And we are distraught that the idea would be that you could take a green space.
Looking at the plans, Sue, there is still a lot of green space remaining. Also, too, a lot of talk about Roma Street parklands being taken off the table as well. That will remain. Is it just not enough?
As I said, Shervo, we in Brisbane do not have enough green space. There's going to be at least 10,000 extra people moving into this area. It's already densifying, and it's all apartment buildings, which means that the old backyards that we used to have with their trees and so on are going, and they'll be gone probably by the Olympics. Significant portions of those will be gone. So those people who are apartment living will absolutely need as much green space as we have. And I repeat, Brisbane has the least amount of inner-city green space of any capital city in Australia. Okay. And that's not good enough. We shouldn't be doing that.
Well, so, look, thank you very much for putting your case. It will be really, really interesting to see what the announcement is. We will know soon, and we might have you back.